Nom, nom. Here I go again with the mouth-watering food. Very nice. I'm currently in Fradley Park, right, and I'm literally parked outside the front of my brother's house. I was down here a couple of weeks ago for the first time, and I'd seen one of our trucks pull up and park outside there. From where I'm sitting, you can't actually see his house realistically. You may be able to see one of his neighbours, but I can literally walk over the bunk, jump the fence, knock on his door, and go and have a cup of tea. Or a cup of coffee, depending. But at the moment, he's doing his teaching stuff, because he's a teacher. The other day, I was driving back towards Cannock, and I was coming along the A5. For those of you who don't know that area too well, if you look for the A5 and Mutley Corner, which is like Chase Terrace Way, sort of in that area, Hammerwich, all around there, as you come through the A5, you've gone over Mutley Corner, you're going down the hill, and if you look across, as you go up and over the toll road, there's a couple of old run-down barns. And as I'm peering out there, because they're all covered in graffiti, I've seen a lad, the typical graffiti artist, with that fucking sandy-coloured satchel over his shoulder with his spray can, and I'm thinking, oh, that's cool. And the finished product does look quite good. And I thought, you know what, I wouldn't mind actually trying to get to, because it has got a road that leads down to those two barns, which used to be a lane before obviously the toll road took it out. I wouldn't mind going down there and doing a bit of a walk around that. There's two of them. There's a barn further back as well that's been covered in graffiti, but I want to have a walk around just to see what kind of artists we've got, because some of the stuff that's been sprayed on there is really cool, I gotta admit. I mean, obviously just sprawling shit on the walls and making it look a mess is not what I call artwork. But when it's these real fancy wordings and images and stuff that looks really colourful and, you know, and has an actual style to it, then yes, I understand that. That's what you call graffiti art. Right, but I'll have to see if I can figure out how to get down there. Whether it'd be better to go on my bike or whether to go in the car. I'll have to see. I'm just finishing off my break. That's all. I had sort of 15 minutes at Unilever. It turned out to be 25 minutes. I could have stayed there a bit longer, but I thought, fuck it, I got time, so. And I was thinking to myself, shall I or shan't I stop off and have myself a kebab wrap? Hence what I'm chewing on now. It's not as big as a normal wrap, normal kebab, you see. It's just right. It has just the right amount. It ain't too much, so you ain't stuffing yourself stupid. It's just nice. So when I get home tonight, I might have a couple of crumpets with marmalade. If you ain't tried that, by the way, right, the thing you need to do, you get your crumpets, you stick the two in the toaster. If you've got a fucking four slice toaster, oh well, you've given quids in there, ain't you? But you stick two in, right? Now my toaster's an old thing, so I have to have mine wound up to about number 6 or 7, I think it is, for it to do anything good. But anyway, keep your eye on it, because you don't want to burn them. So then when they're nice and hot and crispy, not burnt and cindered, you take them out, and then you spread your butter on them, right, so the butter soaks in, and then you get your marmalade. I prefer shredless, but hey, it's up to you. And then you daub that on there as well, and I tell you what, fucking hell, talk about Moorish. It's like a hot pudding in the morning. It's fucking great. The only thing that does my fucking head in is that the wrap itself sticks to the roof of my mouth. It pisses me right off. I fucking hate that. You know, when you have a sandwich or something like that, you're chewing on it, it's always normally that white bread, the cheap white bread, and you bite in, the fucker sticks to the roof, and you can't get the fucker off. I love it, you stick your finger there and wedge it off my eye. Hey, we've all been there. You know what I mean? It's like I know nothing special. We've all been there. Oh dear. It's turning out to be a nice day again today. Recorded the weather reports yesterday morning. I don't know whether it's probably changed by now. I'm hoping so, but they reckon it's going to start fucking raining tomorrow. Oh well. Keep sticking to the roof of my mouth. It's driving me soft. Such a mucky pup. Well, for a fleeting few minutes this today, I'll give the dash a wipe down. I'm going to come in on Saturday, and I'm going to go through it as much as I can and get it cleaned out. I've got to do it. It's driving me soft. The bit that's pissing me off though is that piece of plastic there, the cover. Part of the plastic surround for the window screen is missing. That's just fucking absolute disgraceful fucking workmanship. But what do you expect? You know what, I've had enough of that. I'm done now. The goose! Fucking, I'll tell you what. Right. Pop you in there like that. Wrap you up nicely. Yeah, like that. And that is all she wrote. Cool. That'll do. That's all right, guys. Could these be any thinner? Oh. Nice. Well, that filled hole. Oh. I think I have to get my gears cleaned out. Because every so often, my left eardrum goes bum 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 bum. What the fuck? It's like really irritating. Oh. I think it's because I sleep with my earplugs in as a necessity, unfortunately. You'd think with tinnitus you wouldn't want to do that, but you know what? Don't bother me. Don't bother me at all. I have said this before though, anyway. If you're gonna get tinnitus or end up with tinnitus, the type of tinnitus you want is the one that I've got. Now that one you can live with, trust me, but the ones where you have that down your ear hole, all the fuck that, oh, no wonder it's fucking suicidal disease. Fucking unreal. They've got that audio therapy, haven't they, where they can stop it. Well, it sort of like calms it down for a fraction. There's still not enough research on the old tinnitus though, to be honest with you. You'd have thought they might have really kicked into it and started to figure out if there is an actual way to alleviate sufferers, because there's a lot of people out there that do suffer with tinnitus. Or if you want to be posh, tinnitus, okay? I remember how it happened. It was an old girlfriend of mine back in the 1990, I think it'd be. So that's what, 29 years I've been a tinnitus sufferer. 29 years. No, I'm fucking used to it. But mine was due to I think I actually perforated both eardrums. There was an outdoor pool. I say outdoor pool. It was outdoor, but with one of those fucking air-filled domes over it. But anyway, the chlorine level in it was like fucking phenomenally high, and it blocked all my sinuses up. There was like a block of fucking there was no going through it. No wind or fuck all. It was like nothing was happening. Yeah, they actually looked like that, but younger. Oh dear. And so at one point I just pushed and pushed, and all of my ears went, and I thought, what the fuck? And after that it was like, that's all I could hear. And ever since then, and it never went away. It just constantly kept on doing it. And it's been doing that, like I say, since 1990. Yeah, there's not things that happens to you as you grow, and some of the things you have to put up with. Out there, there's probably one or two of you out there that have had broken bones of some sort. I've had a couple. Yeah. Nothing serious, mind you. It's just as time goes on, it starts to irritate you. I think the worst one though was my wrist, and I chipped a bone in my wrist with a fork dislocation when I was 15 years old. That'd be 1986 for those of you out there who are trying to calculate. There you go. 1986. On a climbing frame with my mate, and I was hanging upside down, and I got my hands on the bottom rail, and I'd flip my fucking legs off, and instead of me holding my body up and then falling onto my feet, for some unknown reason, my brain told me legs to come off, but my brain forgot about me to lock my arms up so I could hold myself, and thought it just went, and that was the end of that. Fun times. That was not right, that was. I mean, it's obviously, it's usable, right? Even though it's over 30 years since I've done that one, but it was still, you know, I couldn't pick a cup up, I couldn't pick the kettle up for years after that. Fucking years. And even when it started to finally be sort of strong enough to do things with, if I'd overdo it, it would just lock up, or it'd be painful or sore. And I mean, trying to do Aikido at one point, it just what having it. I mean, I explained to him like I had a wrist injury when I was younger. Please don't get fucking twisting me fucking arms, you know, too far about it. And some of the intelligent people were great until this woman who came in, and I was sparred up with her, and I said to her, please be careful of my wrist because I had a blah blah, and she was like, fuck, that's it, and I had to sit down. I was stuffed then, I couldn't fucking carry on because she was being like, you know, a typical, well, I suppose you can call that a feminist if you like. It's like, I'm trying to be better than the men, you know, or I'm, oh, fuck me. But then she fucked me up, so I had to sit down, and I couldn't do it. And I think I was taking a grade as well then. I'm sure I was. I don't like grading. Grading's crap. I'm shit at grading. I think it was a grading I was taking, and obviously when I did that to me, I was bowled, I was fucked. And she was a, I think she was a black belt as well. I think she was. But instead of, you know, taking on board the information I gave her to be careful, not to go too much, just to do it steady, because I was only learning at the time, and no, that wasn't for her, so she fucked my day up then, and I was stuffed. And obviously it takes a while for it to start to calm down. Bastard. Chon Shindo was better. I liked that one. The school closed down because the guy that was doing it, who actually lives around the corner from me, that was a shame, that was, because the parents of the area, right, would bring their little kiddies down, right, and dump them and say, we'll be back in an hour. And I'm like, Jim, you can't put up with that, mate. You're not a fucking babysitter. You're here to teach a fucking, a discipline. What the fuck? And eventually it comes to the point where it's like, you can't leave your kids here, I'm afraid. You either stay with them or you take them with you. It's as simple as that. And I mean, that lasted about 12 months or so, I think that one was. I enjoyed that one as well. It was fucking brilliant. He's a great instructor. Brilliant. You know when you have a good instructor, because when you do your warm-up session and then you do your training, you don't have pain. You feel fucking great. Then when you get to another sensei who does the warm-up session and you can't physically fucking move after the warm-up session, that's a shit sensei. It is in my book anyway. Right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, because it's time to go. Oh. Abso-flogging-lutely Boston, that was. That's proper coffee. That's not your cheap shit. That was the ground up beans in the machine. Yes. You just can't beat that kind of coffee. That kind of coffee, it was, if I had a machine that would do it, I'd have my own. I would. You know when you grind them up and then you got the little scoopy thing and you under it and all. Yeah. That'll definitely have one of them. I would. Yeah. Oh yes. Right then, I'm going. I've bored you enough. I've waffled on about crap, so you lot should be happy to go. Right. So I'll speak to you lot later. Have a good day and all the rest of it. And yeah, you might see my ugly fat mug later on. Who knows? Bye.